Hey, Kerry Grinkmeyer. I've talked to you in the past about my 57 Touch program and my most wanted list, and how I believe it's important that you, if you want to be a listing broker, is that you have to reach out to these people and show them how you're different, show them how you're the purple cow. I'm doing something that I just created that I wanted to share with you. It's just in the original stages, so I'll also share with you in the future as to how it turns out. I listed a home in Greystone. It's a gated golf community south of Birmingham, about 15 miles. This is easily a $2.5 million home. It's very regal, and it's been on the market for about 2.5 years, and the homeowner hasn't been successful in selling it. I showed it a number of times and actually made an offer on behalf of a buyer, and it got a little ugly. So when I saw the house listing expire, I literally found the homeowner's address. He lives in another state, or I found his cell phone number, and I texted him and apologized to him for the bad behavior that my client had put on he and his family. He exchanged back and forth with me, wanted to know more about me, asked for a phone call. I called him from my car and spoke to him for about 30 minutes, and at the end of the conversation he said, send me the listing papers. So I listed it. I've got it photographed, and like I always do, I do a 8-minute walkthrough, walk and talk video on the property. This property is so magnificent and so regal and so oriented for entertaining. I decided I wanted to do something a little different, and that is I will do my normal walk and talk video, and then I'll come back at a later date and do a second video. And in this video, I'm inviting people to the house for a party. I'm anticipating I might get as many as 40 people. So when I do my walk and talk video and say, isn't this a magnificent dining room? Wouldn't this be a wonderful place to have a dinner party? The video will switch from the empty room to a full room. I'll do the same thing in the kitchen. I'll do the same thing in the rec room downstairs, and if the weather permits, at the pool. So what I'm doing is I feel I'm selling the house in its best of case, its best of use, if you will. And I think that's what you have to do with these exotic homes. It's much like selling an exotic car. Nobody needs a Lamborghini, and nobody really understands a Lamborghini or a Porsche until they see a video of it, and until they see what it's like to drive an automobile like that, and a desire is created. I'm marketing this house then on the premise that the person who is going to buy it isn't looking for a home. I'm going to create that desire. So then I got to thinking, okay, who am I going to invite to this cocktail party that we're going to cater and have someone playing the piano and the whole thing? And I thought, well, I'll do it with some of the agents that might end up selling it. And then it dawned on me, no, I'm going to send an invitation to everybody in Greystone who has had a house on the market for over $1 million in the last year. I'll also do that in the Lake Heather community, the Highland Lakes community, and the Liberty Park community. These are all gated communities within the general vicinity. I've come up with a list, and then I'm also going to send it to people that I have become acquainted with through showing my other listings to them with other agents, and I know they haven't purchased a home. So I've come up with a list of about 82 couples that I'm going to invite to this cocktail party. I anticipate getting somewhere between 20 and 25 of them showing up. What I'm doing is basically selling my way of selling homes to people who haven't had success selling homes. It's going to cost me. It's going to cost me somewhere between $1,500 and $1,700. So what am I going to do? Well, I've recognized in this business, when I sell a home, there's other people who make money. There's a title company. In some cases, there's a mortgage originator. There's a closing attorney. There's an inspection company. There's property and casualty insurance. The list goes on. These people I'm going to invite as well. And there's going to be a price to their admission. They're going to be able to meet these people who own expensive homes. They're going to be able to expose their business. So I will subsidize the cost of this party with other vendors who stand to benefit from my success. So that's what I'm doing. The other thing I'm real deep in is I've written a book. I believe the title is going to be Real Estate 2019 through 2025, and it's going to deal with how you're going to overcome the changes that are currently happening with your real estate, in specific social media, and the changes that will happen in the future. Technology is going to change our business dramatically, and I think you need to be aware of it as it is happening, and in some cases before. So I'll be sending that out to get it published probably, hopefully, by the end of this week. So stay tuned, and I'll get back to you. And the party is February the 27th, so I'll let you know how it goes. Good selling, and market to those people that you want to do business with. The smallest viable market. Take care.